Local bicycle enthusiasts are speaking out about the dangers facing their community after a driver in Michigan killed 5 bicyclists and injured 4 others. Good evening and thank you for joining us. Valley News Team's Cornelius Hawker spoke to 2 people who've been impacted by vehicle versus bicycle accidents. They tell us it all comes down to personal responsibility to prevent tragic accidents.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid for myself. I'm afraid to get my kids involved in the sport of cycling, and it's a wonderful sport, but you know, how can we're vulnerable.
Amy Hawkinson lost her husband after a vehicle hit him while he was out biking.
My husband was killed by a distracted driver. I have to talk about cell phone distraction and leave it in your pocket. Leave it in your purse.
In Fargo, there are signs in a few different spots telling drivers to watch for bicyclists, but overall, there's a lack of signage. So Hawkinson and others in the cycling community say personal responsibility has to come into play for both sides.
Cyclists and motorists, you have to both, it's a dual awareness. The bicyclists need to follow the rules of the road so that motorists know what they're going to be doing, and the motorists need to know, be aware that the bicyclists are there.
Mark Hagan is one of the lucky ones. He was hit by a car while he was out riding his bike.
I had over 3 dozen bones broken, so 19 ribs, my left leg in 3 places. They had to fuse 5 vertebrae together, so it was pretty bad.
And Hagan says to prevent future tragedies, people need to be more aware.
Just being courteous, that's the big thing I would like both sides of this equation to do. Bike riders have to be more courteous too in sharing the road and following the signs also.
Cornelius Hawker, Valley News Live.
Hawkinson says people need to be aware that drivers sometimes intimidate runners and cyclists, so being aware of that is also extremely important. Bicycle advocacy groups in the state are working to make the penalties for hitting a pedestrian or bicyclist with your car tougher.